Hey, it's Friends and Neighbors time. I'm Kelly Ingram, and I'm here with Len Garrison. Now, y'all, he is a corporate fitness person. Is that right? Personal trainer?
It is.
Okay. Now, we're going to talk about some exercises we can do at home. Now, for those of you that don't know, hard to admit, but I used to be morbidly obese, over 250 pounds, and about the only exercise I ever did was when my elbow bent, my mouth flew open. That's about the most impactful exercise I used to do. And he's so trim, and here we are, and he's going to show me how to get some exercise done at home. But before we start, we're going to talk about 4 things that you and I were talking about earlier that you need to keep in mind before you ever get started, because we want to be successful. We want to get some of that weight off.
That's exactly right.
Okay, talk to me.
Okay. Well, you know, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We just have to polish the thing. And so there's 4 simple key things, but, you know, the KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
But there's 4 key things that every person has to do no matter what your goals are, okay? And so in order to be successful, like you say, from start to finish, and so we want to end up where we want to end up. But the first thing we got to do is get a vision for how we want to feel and what we want to look like. And so if you don't have a vision and have mental concrete for that, then chances are it's not going to stick. So get a vision for how you want to feel and how you want to look.
A realistic vision.
A realistic
Don't hold
vision.
up a Cindy Crawford picture and say, I'm going to look like that after this is over. We want realistic.
Correct.
Okay.
Right, especially after 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so get a realistic picture, right, of how you want to feel, what you want to look like. And number 2 is get an action plan for that specific idea. Like, for example, some people want to bulk up, some people want to trim down, some people want to lose body fat, some people want a sculpted physique. So whatever your vision is for yourself, do research, gather around other people, you know, get a trainer yourself, and whatever it takes to map out specifically how you're going to get there. You create an action plan. So number 2 is create your action plan. It could be having to get up 30 minutes earlier every morning.
That's right.
It could be, okay, I need to do 2 days of resistance training and 2 days of cardio training for 4 days exercise every week for the next 6 weeks. So gain wisdom and about what you need to do in order to get there. And something I want to encourage everybody to is don't worry about numbers per se, about scales and body fat percentages. And you can use those if you want to use those as gauges. But I think a lot of times those numbers, and my experience with my clients before, too many numbers get in their psyche.
That's right.
And like, you know, I didn't drop this much this week or that's week, discouragement. But focus on what you can see, what you can feel, what you can pinch, and what you can fit into. So set aside a pair of jeans that you're trying to get into that you haven't in a while. Or, you know, honestly, get in your bathing suit and take a before, do this, really. Take a before picture, okay? And then just feel every Monday, you know, spend time feeling or fitting into things, what you can see, feel, and fit into. And I think that's a good gauge to go by.
What if somebody gets a hold of that picture, Len? That'll be hush money for somebody. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and so that's why you got to keep it safe at the house.
Put it under lock and key. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and so get an action plan specifically for where you want to end up. Okay, and number 3, and this is where people get stuck, I think, is start. You've got to start, right? And so you've got a vision, you got an action plan, and now we need a little less talk, a little more action. We just got to do it.
You're right. You're right.
And a lot of my clients have said, or you know, hey, can we start tomorrow? No, it starts today. You know, I'm going to clean my cupboard out tomorrow. No, it starts today. And so you just got to do it, right? And number 4 is get some accountability. Whether it be a trainer, a family member, tell your best friend or some friends what it is that your top 3, right? Your vision, your action plan, and your specific way you're going to get there, right? So share some accountability with someone.
Okay.
And so wrapping yourself around that, I think, will help get you where you want to go.
Excuses. My problem was I always had an excuse. I have a disabled child at home. I don't have time for this, depression, whatever. And then finally, I grabbed a hold of it. Like you said, it's time. It's time. Show me, what can I do? I have that body fat thing going on. You know, that lumpy, bumpy awfulness that's left over from losing weight. I have, you know, some problem issues. It hangs.
Sure.
So what can I do? Show me some exercises.
Sure. Well, we're going to do 3 exercises that anybody could do at home without a gym. And so you're right, there's no excuses. We can just do this.
Yes.
And so the first exercise we're going to do is for lower body and your core, actually. So your core is really from here to here. It's not just your ab wall. But
Okay.
we're going to start out with a stationary lunge, and this is for sculpting and toning our legs.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to stand here, feet shoulder width apart, and take one step forward.
One step forward.
Okay, and
Okay.
then extend your arms out because we're going to go ahead and work on the upper body too.
Okay.
And so what you're going to do is start by lunging forward, bend this knee,
Okay.
and don't go to the floor. Stop right there and come back up.
Okay.
Right, and go ahead and do another
I
step.
just broke out in a sweat.
You don't want your knee to go further than your toe. You want to keep your ab wall straight.
Okay.
And right now you're toning your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your calves, and
Can
up
you tell
here.
the difference already?
Already, it's amazing. Okay, cool. And then we'll just switch feet, right? So you can focus on
Okay.
8 to 12 of those, and focus on form, not speed.
Form. How's my
yes.
form? It's a little
Your-
shaky. I can
your-
feel it.
Your form is perfect. You're doing great.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep my tongue in my mouth and my mouth shut.
Right. Okay.
But you can tell I'm concentrating.
You're good. And so
Okay.
just, again, don't worry about numbers. Just do it until you feel a good burn. Do 2 more. Okay, real quick. Let's hit the floor.
Okay.
You can go down on your back here.
Oh, on my
the
back.
floor. Yep.
Okay.
And we're going to do a floor crunch.
Okay.
But most people don't do this thing right.
Okay.
And so 8 of these were the right way is more effective than 100 the wrong way. Okay.
Okay.
So put your fingers behind your ears.
Behind your ears.
Okay, right?
Your
And
ears.
Your ears, yes. Don't
Why?
lock your fingers behind your head.
Why not?
Because you're going to put strain on your neck, and it's not going to engage your ab wall like you need it to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I need
and
to
so-
engage it. Okay,
engage.
show me.
Okay, distance between your chin and your chest, your eyes forward.
Okay.
And so come up, right, and with your shoulder blades off the floor. You want your rib cage and your pelvis to get a true crunch, and your
Okay.
lower back goes into the floor as your rib cage comes up. Now hold it there
okay,
for count
okay.
of 3.
1,
And then back down.
2, 3.
You got it. And then back up. Then hold it for count of 3, and then back down. Yes, and see, it's all about slow and controlled when it comes to core training, not fast or jerky.
Okay, show me one more because
Okay.
we're almost out of time.
Okay, one
Oh, this
more.
workout's almost over. That was easy.
Let's do a Superman. Okay, and this is fun, and it's all your back, your glutes, your hamstrings, okay, all 4. So your back needs to be flat enough to where you could put
Okay.
a cup of coffee on it, okay?
Okay.
So take your right arm in the air, and then your left leg extended out, and hold it for count of 3. Count of 3. Okay, and then come back, right? You can go knee to elbow also.
Oh,
A
knee.
little more advanced, because that's shoulders, back, glutes, hamstrings, and it's a real good way to sculpt your muscles and your physique.
Okay, so wait a minute. Now I'm going to have to, now I got to think about it. How do I, oh, and that's the other way.
Yes, that's the other way. You want to do
And
the opposite
advanced
direction.
is knee to,
Knee to
oh,
elbow,
see, we're
yes.
going to have to do this to get that. That's my next goal, to be able to touch my elbow to my knee.
You can do it.
I'm almost at it. I am sweating. Okay, we got about 1 minute.
Okay.
Give me some encouraging words.
Okay.
It's eating right. It's
Yes.
getting up off the couch.
Yes.
It's moving around.
It's moving around. You know,
20 minutes.
Yes, and I think it's 50% gym, 50% kitchen. It all goes hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. And so focus on at least 6 days a week these 5 categories: water, fruits, vegetables, lean meats, and whole grains. Okay, get rid of sugars and fried foods and all that junk out of the cupboard.
What we
and
love.
only what we love, you know, but what you love more is the transformation.
Thank you for joining us at Friends and Neighbors. We love you. Len, thank you for being
Thank you.
here.
Yes,
You guys go
pleasure.
work out. Get off that couch. Bye. That was good.